Okay, so happy Friday. Let's start out by settling in, closing your eyes, really arriving in this space, in this moment. A lot of what I'm going to talk about today is the concept of just for today, just being in the present moment, really receiving the present moment. So, noticing first where your body is it comfortable? And just adjusting yourself in a way that you can really settle in to your physical body in this moment. And then notice how your breath flows through your body. Really feeling that gentle rise and fall of your belly and your chest as the breath automatically, naturally moves in and out. And from this place, this foundation, invite your mind to arrive in this room, in this moment, with your body and with your breath. So often we will be somewhere and our mind will be elsewhere. Right? Think about that. The mind is such a magnificent machine. It can be anywhere at any time. It has the ability to time travel all the time. So it's our job to pay attention to it, to invite it to join us in this moment. I'll hear myself sometimes saying things like, oh, this mind of mine. But it just does what it does. It's just doing what it was made to do. It's me, it's my job to pay attention to it, to direct it, to give it a role. The mind is very compliant when you can break it out of its habitual cycles. And what I've come to realize is that the only reason the mind has such habitual cycles is because I have let it run rampant for so long. So maybe we can start to really, and maybe you already have, give our mind the loving attention that we would a child. Remember that it's always there. Remember that it needs to be nurtured, that it needs attention, that it needs to be loved and directed. And when we do that, the mind is a magnificent companion. So think about that. And then think about the concept of just for today. It's a concept that is reflected in so many spiritual paths. I myself have been in recovery in a 12-step program for almost 3 decades now. And just for today is such an important concept. It's the only way to change anything in our lives. So it's a very important part of 12-step recovery, but it's also a very important part of many other paths. Reiki, there are 5 concepts that Reiki is built on, and I'm going to read them to you. There's different translations, but this is a very basic one. And it's just for today, I release all worry. Just for today, I will let go of anger and forgive and release all sources of anger. Just for today, I will work hard and be honest in all that I do. Self-work and self-honesty, not toiling at labor. Just for today, I will live with gratitude and give thanks for the many blessings that exist around me. Just for today, I will be kind to myself, to my neighbors, and to every living thing. So think about those 5 concepts. And if you can just, every single day, embrace just one of them and focus on them, think about how different your life may be. Maybe you do it all the time. Maybe you don't. Things like worry. Worry is something that, again, is a habit. And it's really just forgetting that we are divinely guided, that we are supported, that we're never alone. And so when we worry, we begin to think that it's just us, right? That there's no higher self, that there's no support anywhere. So just for today, if I can begin to really dive into my connection with my higher power, with my community, I can start to let go of that worry. I can direct my mind in a different direction. And anger, right? Anger is really basically a reaction to emotions, right? It's rooted in the feeling of lack of control, of somebody doing something that negatively affects me in my mind. It's a separation. So if just for today I can let go of my desire to control, and I can let go of that anger, and I can start to see things a little bit differently, maybe see the people that anger me or the situations that anger me from a different perspective. Just for today, working hard, not toiling away at a job, but self work, paying attention to me, to the things that I want to change, exploring who I am, what my heart is asking for, devoting time to my own personal growth, to my own healing. That's the hard work that they talk about in Reiki. And being honest, self honesty, really noticing what it is that stands in my way to resonating the peace, the love, the healing that I want to send out to this world. There are always obstacles to me being able to do that with a totally and completely full heart. Just for today, to live in gratitude, right? To really notice the abundance around me, because there's always going to be things that I can look at that have lack, but there's always something that has abundance too. So where am I going to put my attention? The law of attraction says that what we focus on grows. So if I can focus on the abundance in my life, if I can really appreciate that warm cup of tea and realize that that is something that speaks to my abundance, my ability to comfort myself, right? To warm myself. So to live in gratitude. And to be kind to myself, to my neighbors, to all living things, to be aware, to be clear that we are very interdependent, that we all, every living thing depends on each other, right? The trees depend on us to exhale what we exhale so that they can inhale it, right? And they inhale it, and what they exhale is what we inhale. So there is this beautiful interdependence that we don't even think about that goes on every day, not only with other people, but with every living thing. So what if just for today, I showed respect and love to every single living thing? I paid attention to what my feet trample on, right? I'm just cognizant of what I do every day, one thing. You know, in every religion, they speak to the concept of just for today. I was looking at this little book I have, Peace in Every Step. It's Thich Nhat Hanh, and I came across the very first reading in it, and it's called 24 Brand New Hours. Every morning when we wake up, we have 24 brand new hours to live. What a precious gift. We have the capacity to live in a way that these 24 hours will bring peace, joy, and happiness to ourselves and others. Peace is present right here and now, in ourselves and in everything we do and see. The question is whether or not we are in touch with it. We're very good at preparing to live, but not very good at living. We have difficulty remembering that we are alive in the present moment, the only moment there is for us to be alive. So think about that. All of the power to change, to decide, rests in this moment. How will you make the most of it? This moment and each one that comes next. Let that marinate a little bit. And take a few more gentle breaths here, really appreciating the nurturing and nourishing that enters for each inhale. And the permission, the ability to clear and let go with each exhale. Every breath an opportunity to release some of those habits. With the next exhale, palms together at the heart. We'll open with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev pause, go inside. Notice in this moment the vibration of that chant. Where inside of you is it waking up that inner wisdom? What's rising up right now? We're going to move into our next chant. I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. They're the same emotions, but I'm going to play music. I'm going to play Jai Jagdish's version of Ad Gare Name. So it's going to be a little different than we're used to. So just move along with it, sing along with it if you'd like, and just really dive in. Here we go. Ad Gare Name, Jugat Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siri Guru Deve Name, Ad Gare Name, Jugat Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siri Guru Deve Name, Ad Gare Name, Jugat Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Now let your hands just rest at your heart and sing along. Ad Gare Name, Jugat Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siri Guru Deve Name, Ad Gare Name, Jugat Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. In stillness, just be, just breathe, just take it in. Take a deep inhale, bring that prayer up overhead. Open your hands up to the heavens. Accept all the blessings showering down on you right now in this moment. Accept it all. Step into your bigness. Then exhale, arms wide and around. As you share the gift of you, your energy, your presence with all living things. Connect. Receive, accept, release, and touch the ground in gratitude. With your eyes remaining closed, take your palms and place them flat against your chest, both palms pressing against the heart chakra, the entire span of your chest. Take a few natural inhales and exhales, conscious inhales and exhales, noticing that the breath fills the front and the back. We're going to begin to inhale very deeply, and we're going to exhale continuously. We're just going to breathe continuously without pause. And I want in your mind for you to picture, as you inhale, almost like a Ferris wheel moving up to the top. And when you're full and you get all the way to the top, immediately as you exhale, that Ferris wheel moving down, and just continue to breathe that way, watching your breath in your mind, moving in a circle. Nice, slow, long, deep, circular breaths. Continuum of our breath. Continuum of our lives. The past, the present, and the future all melding together. Today becomes tomorrow. Yesterday was today at one point. All of the power in today, right now. Your full attention circulating. On the next exhale, let your hands flow down to your knees. Release the pattern of the breath. We're going to move into one more breath called Vatskar breath. Vatskar breath fills just the chest, just the heart center. So we're not going to breathe down to our bellies. You're going to take 8 sips of air in through your nose, just blowing up that heart center like a balloon, and then one smooth exhale through the nose. I'm sorry, the exhales are through the mouth. No. The inhales are through the mouth, 8 sips of air, one smooth exhale through the nose. I have no idea what I said prior to this, but that's the way to do it. All right. So, makes sense? Everybody good? Okay. Eyes closed, hands on your knees, and begin. If the 8 feels like too much, then you can make it 6. Find what works for you. Filling that chest. And letting it go. It's a beautiful, energizing breath, and it's a breath that will help you to move out of any sense of depression, any sense of stuckness. You know, those days where you feel like you just can't get out of your own head, out of your own way. Sit with this breath for a few minutes and see what it can do for you. The breath and the beat of the heart are a beautiful way to stay connected to this moment. It's truly all that they know is this moment. Imagine if our breath was always worrying about whether or not it would be there in 5 minutes from now. Breath, the beat of the heart, all of the things that keep us animated in this physical form, all of them exist right in this moment. On the next exhale, let your hands move back to your heart center, in Anjali Mudra. Release the breath, return to your natural breath, and begin deep hip circles with your hands at your heart, circling your torso around your hips, around your pelvis, spinning, sending that energy all over the place. Broadcasting your just for today, your desire for today, your focus for today out into the world. I don't know if you guys remember a cartoon, maybe it's still in the newspapers. I haven't looked at the comics in a newspaper in a long time, but it was Family Circle. And there was a quote I found, and I never knew it was from Family Circle. I've seen it before. It's great though. It's yesterday's the past, tomorrow's the future, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. So much wisdom in unexpected places, right? Next time you come forward, pause, move in the other direction. So when we're present, we don't miss those little things. We don't miss the gifts that show up in unexpected places. So our mind will say, there can't be a solution for this here, and so it doesn't look. But if we're present to what's in front of us without any agenda, then solutions, gifts, answers, peace, love, it all pops up in very unexpected places, like that weed that grows right through the cracks in the city sidewalk, right? Come to stillness. Let your hands come out to your sides and onto the floor. And you're just going to begin to slide your right hand to the right as you bring your left hand onto your sacrum, leaning all the way to the right. And then you're going to come back up, move to the other side, really stretching out. And just keep going from side to side. You should be getting a nice stretch in your side body. Maybe add a little twist in there. So Natalia, your hands are on the floor and you're actually sliding from side to side. Yeah, there you go. And after your next slide to the right, come back to center. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, and twist. Pause there. And do a little bit of any breath of your choice. It could be a cooling breath like Satali breath, or a breath of fire, a circle breath, Vatskar, whatever it is. Do a little breath there. And then inhale your arms up to the sky. Move to the other side. Breathe. Take a breath. As you do different types of breath, notice how they make you feel, where you feel them in your body, what they do for you, what gift they hold for you. Think about it. The gift of breath is the most precious gift, right? We can't live without it. There's so much more to our breath when we take a moment to notice. Keep going from side to side now. Pause on each side, a little bit of breath, and then move to the other at your own pace, your own rhythm. Next time that your arms float up to the sky and you find yourself center, stay there. Reach up through the fingers, root down through the sacrum, through your sit bones. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, bow forward, coming into a forward fold. Walk your hands forward any amount. Really let yourself relax here. Find any tension and let it melt away. Slowly walk yourself up. Bring your legs nice and wide. Place one hand on each thigh. And you're going to use that same sliding motion that we did on the floor. You're going to slide down your left leg and come back up, and slide down your right and come back up. And just keep moving. So when I was looking around on the internet about the whole concept of just for today, just this curiosity to see what other thoughts about it were, I found some beautiful prayers. Things like just for today, for tomorrow and its needs, I do not pray. Just for today, keep me safe. Right? And then I surprisingly found something very similar to the Reiki precepts in a Catholic prayer, right? About working diligently, about being kind in word and deed just for today, right? To be slow to do my will and prompt to listen to my heart. To help me sacrifice the habits for the bigger picture just for today, right? To guide me just for today, to let me remember who I am, my value, my dignity, just for today. So many beautiful writings about just for today. Think about the power in that. If we put all of our energy into one focus each day, laser focused on being kind, laser focused on being self-honest. Next time that you rise up to the left, come back to center and stay. Bring your legs together in front of you. So let me see if I can give this direction, because I love this pose. It's a little hard to get you into, though. So let's see what we can do. So you're going to twist slightly to the right and recline back onto your right elbow. So you're going to be like reclined with your right elbow resting on the floor. Your right leg is going to stay outstretched. You're going to pick up your left leg and just lift it over your right and place it on the floor so it's kind of crossed over. And then you're going to begin to bend your right knee, taking your left hand and reaching back for your right foot. So it's called a yin, cat pulling on a tail. So you're reclined, your left leg is straight, your right knee is bent underneath your left leg, and your left hand is holding your right foot. Does that make sense? It's hard to see. I can't see all of you. You all look kind of comfortable. If it's a hard one, if somebody needs some more direction, raise your hand. Okay, Lauren. All right, so, okay, let me see if I can show you. All right, so you're going to come down onto your right elbow. Your left leg is going to come across and onto the floor. And then your left leg is going to bend, and you're going to grab a hold of your foot. Is that better? Let me see. Does that feel good? Good? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a hard one not to be able to teach in person. Slowly come out of that. Come back to feet in front of you and move to the other side. So you're going to recline onto your left elbow. Your left leg is going to remain straight. Your right leg is going to cross over your left. Right foot on the floor. Left knee bends, reaching back for your left foot with your right hand. So Linda, the other foot, I think. So that, yeah, there you go. Natalia, do you have it? I can't tell. You good? Okay. All right, take a couple breaths here. And slowly release, coming back to center. Come back into easy sitting pose. Roll over onto your hands and knees. And once you get there, do a few cat-cows. Find your breath. Some of the other just for todays that I found online. Just for today, let me think positive about my life, about my relationships, about my future. Just for today, let me be nice to another person, a neighbor, a friend, a coworker, or maybe even to my husband or my wife. Right, a little sense of humor there. Just for today, let me forgive others' trespasses. Life's too short to hold a grudge. Let me, just for today, forgive and forget. So when you think about the concept of just for today, if it's something that is difficult to let go of, if you're just letting go for today, then you can revisit it tomorrow. Your mind has that sense of, okay, let me give it a try instead of forever, right? I remember when I first entered recovery, it was a pretty hard road for me, and the thought of never, ever having a substance, a drink, or any kind of a drug to ease the pain that I felt was unbearable. But just one day at a time, I could do that, right? Because it wasn't this finite thing. My mind could wrap around, okay, let me give it a try for today. Forever just didn't work. One day at a time, each day moves into the next. And then before you know it, we've recreated our habits. We've turned our lives around. And when we change what happens on the inside, the way we think, then the physical world that we experience miraculously changes with very little effort. It just kind of happens. Come to stillness. Curl your toes. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Shake your hips from side to side here. And then when you feel complete, you can begin to walk your hands towards your feet. Find yourself in forward fold. And let it all go. Maybe shake your head from side to side. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale through your mouth, letting your lips go. You do that a few times. And then bending your knees slightly. Inhale your arms wide and around, letting them guide you up to stand. Your palms meet and float down to your heart. Close your eyes and receive. What do you notice in this moment? What do you hear? What do you feel? Where is your mind? Step your feet a little further apart. Bring your arms out to a T. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, left hand to right knee, right arm up to the sky, twist. Come back to center, move to the other side. Close your eyes, find a rhythm, keep moving and flowing, twisting windmills. Sweet dance with yourself. And come back to center, arms stretched out to the sides. And then just begin to inhale your arms up overhead so the palms almost touch. And then as you exhale, flip your palms out, move them back down as if you were flying. And just keep going. Consciously clearing the energy of your auric field, making space like the wind blows away the clouds, the fog. Create space with a little encouragement. Anything that no longer serves will move out, make room, transform. There's so much that's waiting to happen in our lives, and all it needs is our attention and our permission. A willingness just for today to try something new. A willingness just for today to maybe do something or think something or say something that feels right in my heart, but maybe feels a little uncomfortable or awkward to do. Maybe there's that tug of my ego saying, I'm not going to forgive this person because they were wrong and they need to admit it. You know, there's so many things that I do that I hold on to that rob me of my peace. And the good news is that we don't have to wait for someone else to be different or do something different. We can decide to change the situation, the relationship in the moment. The next time that your arms float down, let them stay. You're going to step your left foot back, bend into the right knee, inhale your arms up, coming into warrior one. So let's see. So your right knee is forward, right? Yeah. Okay, so from here, you're going to take your right hand, bring it to your heart, begin to twist over to the left, opening your left arm to the left, looking toward that left hand. Come back to center, bring those arms up, hands to your heart, step the right foot back, left foot forward, arms up into warrior one, bringing that left hand onto your heart, twisting that right arm back, yep. And then just keep going, come back to the front, arms up, step that foot forward, switch sides, and continue this dance. You guys look beautiful. Reaching up, taking handfuls of what the universe has to offer, bringing it to your own heart, and then dispersing it. The continuous flow of what we get and what we give. That's true abundance, the ability to allow ourselves to receive and to let it flow through us, to make that cycle, just like that breath we were doing in the beginning, right? We receive and we send it back, and we receive and we send it back, and it never stops. There's this infinite amount of everything for everyone. And all we have to do is not become a dam, not stop it from flowing through us because we're afraid. Whatever it is, love, money, kindness, whatever it is. In this moment, we can commit to being this flowing vessel, right? To being that which feeds this world. The next time you find yourself in Warrior One, stay there for a moment. Bring your hands to your heart center. Just allow a little picture, a little film of everything that you're grateful for in this moment to move through your mind. Let a smile come to your face. Let ease move through your body as you become the energy of that which you're grateful for. And then as you open your eyes, let your hands come down, step your front foot back. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Palms together, down through the middle, dive down toward the mat. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back, your left to meet it. And as you bring your knees to the mat, let them come wide, big toes touch. Finding yourself in child's pose. Natalia, child's pose on the mat. There you go. Pause in child's pose. Just for today, no matter how busy my day is, remind me to pray for my family, for my friends, for everyone. Just for today, let me meditate on those things that make my heart sing. Just for today, let me spend a little less time in my mind and a little more time in my world. Just for today, let me lend a helping hand to someone in need, to someone who's hurting, to someone who needs encouragement. Let me praise a friend. Let me be honest, sincere, and enthusiastic as I look for the good in you. And I repeat it to you, and I recite it to you, and I highlight it for you. Just for today, let me smile instead of frown. Just for today, allow my truth to be seen in my eyes, my face, my voice, my walk. Just for today, let me remember that today is yesterday's tomorrow. Let me use my gifts wisely. Let me not miss them, waste them, neglect them. Let me accept the present of the present moment, and let me share it. Slowly begin to make your way back up to a seat. We're going to do a short little meditation to develop your hidden greatness. I can see it, but sometimes we can't see our own. I can see yours though. All right, so get nice and comfortable. You're going to take your left hand and just bring it up like this. So it's facing toward the right. Take your right hand. The fingers are the palms facing down, and the fingers of the right hand are going to go right into the palm of the left hand. So just the middle finger actually is going to be touching. That makes sense? Yeah. Your eyes are going to be closed, but focus down the tip of your nose. You're going to take a deep inhale through your nose, and then exhale through a rounded mouth. And just keep breathing that way. Deep inhale through the nose. Long, slow exhale through a rounded mouth. As you breathe, your mind, just begin to forgive your thoughts, forgive the universe, forgive your friends. Become willing to forgive whatever it is you need to forgive, to melt the blocks to your authentic self, your hidden greatness. Whatever's bothering you, whatever you don't like, just imagine an angel in front of you willing to just scoop it all up, take it away. All negativity. Just feel her or him taking the burden from your heart, from your hands, from your shoulders, wherever it is. Just whisking it away, a feeling of lightness as you breathe and be. Bring your mind into this moment. Little puppy, bring it back again and again. Allowing anything that holds you back, that weighs you down, to rise up to the surface and hand it over to your angel, to your guide. Feeling a little lighter with each passing, the burden, the thought, the fear, the worry. And if you can do this with your eyes closed, you're simply going to switch sides now. You're going to bring that right hand up. The left hand is going to go parallel to the floor. That left middle finger is going to nestle right into the palm of the right hand. And you're going to sing along with this sweet chant, Har Sing Nar Sing.
Guru Sikh Guru Singh Har Har Gayan Waheguru Waheguru Har Har Dhyayan Sakht Nindak Dusht Matayan.
If you don't know the words, just listen and then join in when you're ready.
Guru Sikh Guru Singh Har Har Gayan Waheguru Waheguru Har Har Dhyayan Sakht Nindak Dusht Matayan. Har Singh Nar Singh Nil Guru Sikh Guru Singh Har Har Waheguru Waheguru Har Har Dhyayan Sakht Nindak Dusht Matayan. Har Singh Nar Singh Nil Guru Sikh Guru Singh Har Har Waheguru Waheguru Har Har Dhyayan Sakht Nindak
Pause and feel. And opening your eyes, you're going to bring your hands so that your thumbs are at your temples. And then your hands move into prayer right in front of the third eye. So the thumbs are on either side, the temples. Your hands, beautiful. You're going to sing along to Om Namo, Gurudev Namo.
Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo.
Natalia, your hands are in prayer at the third eye with your thumbs on the temples. Yep.
Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva.
And then keeping your hands where they are, you're going to begin to whistle on the inhale and the exhale through the mouth. Whatever it sounds like is fine. Inhaling and exhaling, whistle breath, calling upon the ancient ones to rise up to guide you. Whistle breath is a very sacred breath, a beautiful connection to all that is. On your next exhale, you're going to continue to keep that mudra, but begin that long, deep breathing in through the nose, out through the rounded mouth like we did in the beginning. Long, deep breaths. And then inhale your arms up to a V, palms facing the heavens. 30 seconds of breath of fire. Inhale and exhale through the nose, navel pumping up and back. Keep going, almost there. Take a deep breath in. Hold, squeeze everything. Exhale your hands down to your lap, right hand resting in the left hand, eyes closed. Seated Shavasana, just letting yourself go. Just remind yourself that I am a heavenly being. I am pure. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. I am. I am. I am. Just for today, ever so gently, I embrace myself, all of myself. I embrace the all of me, the more of me, the not yet expressed of me. I embrace the parts of me that are loving and fun and beautiful. And I embrace the parts that appear to be tender and sensitive and reactionary. I embrace even the parts that I and others have criticized me for. I embrace the downright messy parts of me, the so-called ugly of me. I embrace the parts of me that I have denied and have attempted to hold at bay. I embrace myself and all of my parts, just for today, the way that spirit would. I look at every part of me with patience and tenderness and compassion. Just for today, I embrace the love that created and animated me. This is my truth and my authority. I am the beauty that exists within, and just for today, I accept it as so. Take a deep breath in, arms up to the sky, reach, stretch, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, palms together down to your heart. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Please join me in sealing our practice together with a long Satnam. Nice deep inhale. Sa. Nam. Floating your thumbs to the space between your brow, bowing into your own amazing beauty. Be love, believe, be true to you. Satnam.